Guys, I have a reformer class for you today that is going to be focused on working out our muscles and then also stretching our muscles. So we're going to go ahead and do a little series where we work our muscles, and then right after that we're going to stretch. We're going to work, stretch, work, stretch. So we have the heart rate up, and down. We have no props today. Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You guys can leave me those super thanks. And then as always, if you guys want to join my new membership, it is $4.99 a month. You will get videos every Monday, Wednesday for free, but my membership will include those new videos every Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, you guys will get. Again, if you want those Friday videos, you'll just have to subscribe to my membership. It's just to support my page, you guys, to help me grow, to help me give you new content every week. I so appreciate you guys watching these videos. Let's go ahead. We'll get started on one blue spring, which is going to be a medium spring on my balanced body reformer. We're going to kneel on our reformers facing the straps. When you guys kneel, knees can be up against the shoulder blocks, and then I'm going to set up shoulders over my hands, hips are right over my knees, and we're going to start with some core. So a nice neutral spine here. Before we get moving with the core, let's just do a little cat-cow. So I'm going to exhale, tuck my pelvis around through my spine to draw my abs into my back. And then on an inhale, I'm going to let my belly drop down, tailbone stick out, eyes look forward. Exhale, tuck the pelvis around through the spine, and then inhaling as we come down into this cow. Now, move through your cat-cows, move, pun intended, move through those cat-cows, whatever pace you guys feels best for your bodies. We're just gonna do a few more, and then we're gonna go into some abs. Again, we're gonna alternate strength, stretch, strength, stretch. Let's go ahead and do two more. And then last one, exhale, tuck round, and then inhale as we come back down. Okay, let's bring it back into a neutral spine. I'm gonna slide my hands just a little further away so they're not directly underneath my shoulders. They're like 1, maybe 2 inches further away. A nice neutral spine. On an exhale, we're gonna tuck our pelvis and pull our knees to our hands with our core. And then on an inhale, the spring is gonna bring the knees back. So on my exhale, I'm gonna tuck my pelvis, pull my knees through, and then inhale back. Now, just watching when you guys are here, your arms are not working to pull you in. So if you can look at my screen, my shoulders, my arms are staying in the same space. The movement comes from my knees, and then my core is really drawing in to help pull my knees into my back. Exhale, tuck and pull, and then inhale as we come back. We're gonna go for 4 more. 3, 2, and then last one. Now, when the carriage goes back out, we're gonna pause, take the left hand to the right side, so both hands are on the right side of the carriage, and then we're gonna move into some obliques. So on our exhale, we're gonna tuck the pelvis, pull the knees in, and then inhale, letting the carriage go back out with that spring. Exhale, tuck, pull, inhale, back out. Again, our arms are not moving. They're working to help stabilize us here, and then we're using the obliques to tuck and pull, and then inhale as we come back out. Exhale, inhale, back out. Let's go for 3 more. Feel that right waistline get small as we come in, longer as we go out, so we can feel those right obliques. Last one, tuck, pull, and back. All right, when we come back, we're gonna take both hands to the left side of the carriage. Same thing. On our exhale, we're gonna tuck and pull in, and then inhale back out. Again, the arms are staying in the same spot. We're using those left obliques to pull the carriage in, and then we're just letting the spring bring our knees back out. Exhale, tuck and pull, inhaling as we go back out. Let's do 4 more here. All right, 2 and 1. All right, now once we come in, hands are gonna go onto the outsides of the carriage, knees open wide, drop the chest down in between the arms, stretch here, take a couple deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, then we're gonna take the left hand to the right side, and we're just gonna try to open up that left side as much as we can. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Both hands to the left side. Try to open up the right side of the body here. All right, then we're gonna come all the way back center. And then when we come back center, we're gonna straddle our reformers. Okay, so back into the strength part. We're gonna change to one red spring, which is one heavy spring on my reformer. Just a reminder, guys, if you have the clinical reformers or the reformers that are higher off the floor, switch to a red spring too, but you can walk around to the front of your foot bar, put your foot bars down, and do the same exercise holding onto the two front corners of your carriage rather than holding onto your shoulder blocks. Again, if you guys have a taller clinical reformer. Otherwise, if you don't, hands are gonna go onto your shoulder blocks. We're gonna lift your butts up off the carriage. We're gonna press the carriage out one time. Your chest should be parallel with the floor. If you want this heavier, walk a little further forward, lighter, walk a little further back. We're gonna inhale, bend our elbows wide, press, we're gonna bend wide, and press for some push-ups. Wide, exhale, press, wide, and press. Eyes looking down to the floor. Again, we're keeping our chest parallel. I'm drawing my abs into my back, so I'm hollowing out my core. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now once we come in, pause in, elbows into your ribs, narrow push-ups. Exhale, press, then narrow, press, narrow. Again, if you guys want this heavier, walk further forward, lighter, walk a little further back. Eyes look to the floor, hollow your bellies out. They're drawing into your backs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, okay. When we come in, we can sit our butts down. I'm gonna scoot a little further back and we're gonna stretch now. So hands on the shoulder blocks. Again, if you guys have tall reformers, stay on the back side of your carriage, right in front of your bars, hands on the two front corners of your carriage. We're gonna press your carriage out, drop your chest down in between your arms, hold yourselves here, and then we're gonna tuck round and come back in. So we're gonna press out, very similar to that cat-cow that we started with. And then we're gonna tuck round and come back in. We're gonna do 2 more. Inhale out, exhale round to come back in, and then last one. Inhale out, and then exhale round to come back in. All right, now once we come back in, we're gonna step off to the sides. We're gonna stay on this red spring. We're gonna do some ab work on your foot bar. If this is too challenging, you guys, the red spring is gonna be a little hard. You can always add on a yellow with your red. We're gonna kneel on your reformers. Feet can be up against the shoulder blocks. Hands are gonna be on the foot bar. And then from here, we're going to shift our pelvis forward. Our shoulders are down out of our ears, and we wanna think we're reaching our chest through our arms, still in a nice neutral spine. We're gonna inhale to push our arms out. And then on our exhale, we're gonna pull our carriage back in. So now again, we're gonna inhale to push away. And then as we pull back in, think reach your chest through your arms to come back. Inhale to press. Exhale, reach your chest through your arms as you come back in. Push away and pull back in. We're gonna go for 2. And in, and then last one out, and in. All right, now once we come back in, we're gonna shift our hips back. We're gonna tuck our pelvis round through our spine. Little more challenging here. We're gonna lift the knees a couple inches off the carriage. Keep the tuck of the pelvis ready. We're gonna inhale, press the carriage out. Exhale, tuck to come in, out, and in. My shoulders are not over my hands here, so my arms are pushing out. I'm pressing my legs long, tucking my pelvis, scooping into my core to pull all the way back in. 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, keep those hands on, feet through your headrest, open your knees wide, and then just drop your chest in between your hands to stretch here. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, we're gonna bring our carriage back in, stand to the left side of your reformers, add on a blue spring with that. If a blue and a red are too heavy, guys, or a heavy and a medium spring are too heavy for this, go to a heavy and a light spring, or a red and a yellow. I'm gonna step my right foot back to the shoulder block closest to me. Left foot is on the floor. When I lift my right knee up, my left hip is over my ankle. Both hands are gonna go onto the foot bar. We're gonna bend our left leg and our butt sinks back towards our heel, moving into glutes. We're gonna exhale, press the carriage out with the right heel, and then inhale back, exhale, press, inhale back. So nothing moves except for our right leg. The left leg stays slightly bent, the hips stay slightly back, arms stay long. We're exhaling to push, inhaling back. Again, that chest does not move either. Exhale out, inhale in, out, in. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now once we come back in, we're gonna pause in for a second. We're pressing out one more time. So press out, hold, come halfway near with your carriage this time, all the way out. Halfway in, all the way out, halfway in, all the way out. Again, nothing moves but that right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay, one red spring again. Take off that extra blue or yellow, so one heavy spring. I'm gonna step my left foot a little further forward. My right knee is gonna lift up off the carriage. We're moving into a stretch. Right hand is on. Our right leg presses long, and then I want you guys to lunge back. So push back with your left leg. Take your left hand off the foot bar and try to rotate and open to the left side as much as you can. From here, left hand on, bring your carriage in, and then bend your right knee, stand on your left leg, try to rotate your right arm to the side as much as you can. Then right hand on, press the carriage out, open your left arm, try to rotate as much as you guys can to the left, and then left hand on, bring your carriage in, right leg is bent, left leg is long. I'm rotating as much as I can to the right, hand back on the foot bar, press out, rotate and open. And then last one coming in, right hand on, rotate the knees bent, and then back center. Okay, add on that blue or that yellow spring again, other side for our glutes. We have the left foot back, right foot is on the floor, my hip is right over my ankle, my knee is lifted off the carriage. When we bend our right leg, we sink our booty back a few inches. Nothing moves with the left leg. We're gonna exhale, press, bend, press, bend. Think squeezing our glute to go out. I'm pushing from my heel and engaging my glute max, quad, and hamstring. Out, in, out, in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're gonna pause in for a second, then we're going all the way back out, pause, halfway in, all the way out, halfway in, all the way out for pulses. Halfway in and out, halfway in and out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, take off that extra spring. We're just on one red or one heavy spring. Step your right foot a little further forward. The left knee is lifted. We're gonna press both legs out. Take your left hand off. Rotate to the left side as much as you guys can. Take your left hand on. Bring the carriage in. My right leg is straight, my left knee is bent. And I'm just trying to open my right arm as much as I can to the side. All right, right hand back on. Press both legs out. Open and rotate. And then come back in and rotate to the right. Left knee bent, right leg long. All right, one more. Push, rotate and open. And then in, left leg long, left leg bent, right leg long, rotate to the right, and then set that hand back down. Okay, stay on the same spring. We're gonna step up onto our reformers. We're gonna move into some abs. Again, if you guys need to add on a little extra spring to make this easier, add on a light spring. I'm gonna have my hands on the foot bar, thumbs with my fingers. I'm gonna step one foot back to the shoulder block, heel is lifted, my chest is right over the foot bar. I'm gonna step my other foot back, press the legs out, hold a plank, and then from here, we're gonna push our carriage out with our arms and pull in. Inhale, push, and exhale, pull back in. Out as far as you guys can go, and pull in. Think, draw your abs into your back. We're gonna go for 2, and in. Last one. Now when we push out, hold out there, tuck your pelvis, hike your hips, press the legs out, keep the arms pushed out. Tuck, hike with just your legs, push out. Again, my chest is over my springs, not over my foot bar. Inhale out with the legs, tuck the pelvis, hike the hips to pull in. Let's do 3, 2, 1, and in. Whew. All right, step those feet down. We're stretching. Depending on how flexible you guys are, your left foot can either go onto the wooden platform and your right foot can go back to the shoulder block for lunges here, or you can take your toes onto the foot bar, step your right foot back to the shoulder block, and do your lunges here. So you guys are either on the wooden platform with your left leg or on the foot bar with your left leg. Up to you. The right foot is back onto the shoulder block. The heel is lifted. We're keeping the right leg long and we're just bending and extending the left leg for some lunges. All right, now the next time we come in, we'll pause in. Again, either the left foot can stay here or go down. We're gonna bend our right knee so that the right knee's down, and we're gonna do lunges down here. Again, the left foot can either stay or it can go down onto the wooden platform. We're gonna go for just a few more. All right, the last one, out and in. Okay, now we'll step our left foot back onto the shoulder block. We're gonna do that same series again, and then we're gonna stretch on the right side. So hands are on the foot bar, feet are up against the shoulder blocks. I'm gonna shift my weight forward, lift my knees up, hold, arms push, arms pull. Again, you guys are either on one heavy spring, which is one red spring on my Balanced Body Reformer, or you can be on a heavy and a light. A heavy and a light makes these a little easier. All right, last one. When we push out, we're gonna hold. Ready? We're gonna tuck the pelvis, hike the hips, press out, tuck, hike, press out. The arms stay pushing out the whole time. We're just moving the legs. They go out, we pike to come in, out, pike to come in. Let's just do 2 and 1. Woo, okay. Set those feet down. Again, right foot can either go onto the wooden platform or the foot bar. Up to you guys. Step that left foot back to the shoulder block. And then ready, we're gonna go out and in with that right leg. Left leg can stay long. Press, and then bend to come back in. You guys can switch to If you want to make these, or if you start on the foot bar and you need to come down, you can always come down. 2 and 1. All right, now once we come in, pause, bend your knee, set it down. Again, foot can either stay up or down, up to you. Press out with that right leg, bend in, press out, and then bend in. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now once we come in, we're gonna pause in, set that foot down, and we'll just sit off to the side. Okay, last thing, we're gonna do some single leg feet and straps. Stay on the spread spring, you guys. You have the option to either add on a blue spring, which is a medium for me, which will be a little heavier, or a yellow spring, which will be a little lighter. So I'm gonna go 1 red, 1 blue, or 1 heavy, 1 medium spring, or you can do a heavy, light spring. Up to you guys. When we get down, headrest can be up or down, that's up to you. Grab your right strap. Long loop is gonna go onto the arch of your right foot. That leg is gonna be up just as high as you can hold your neutral spine. Left knee up into your tabletop. We're gonna exhale and pull our right leg straight down, and we're gonna inhale, hinge to come back up. I wanna think my sacrum is just staying nice and heavy. Pelvis stays still. Exhaling to pull down, and inhaling to hinge. And just maintaining that nice neutral spine the entire time. So think focus is your pelvic stability for this exercise. We're gonna go for 2 more. And then on this last one, when we come up, we'll pause at the top. If you guys need a little extra stability, you can hang on to your shoulder blocks. We're gonna lower our leg back down. We're gonna open it slightly out to the side of the room to circle around and back up. For leg circles, making sure that that left hip stays nice and heavy down onto the carriage. The movement comes right from the head of the femur in that hip socket. We have 2 more in this direction. And then last one. All right, now once we come up, pause, reverse. We're opening the leg out, pressing it down and around, and then hinging to come back up for our circles. Again, trying to keep that left hip heavy. Movement comes right from the head of that right femur. Should be a little more challenging in this direction. We have 2 more. And then last one. All right, now when we come up, we're gonna pause. So your left foot down on either the floor of the wooden platform or the foot bar, and then we're just gonna stretch out our right hamstring. Give your strap a little pull. Low back can be flat. Then we're gonna open our leg out to the side, give our adductor a little stretch. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then we're gonna take the leg across the body. My hip will lift for this one. I'm just gonna press that leg down. I'm gonna bend my knee slightly just because I can get a little deeper into my psoas when I bend. Straight leg or bent knee, up to you guys. All right, then we're gonna take that strap off of our right foot, hang it up, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So long loop onto your left foot, leg is just up as high as we can hold our neutral spine. Right knee goes up into our tabletop position. We're exhaling to pull straight down, and then we're inhaling to hinge and come back up. Again, exhaling as we lower, and then inhaling as we hinge. Again, our focus is our neutral spine. So sacrum stays heavy, pelvis just stays nice and still. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Three more. And then last one. All right, now once we come up, we're gonna pause. I'm gonna hang on to my shoulder blocks for a little extra stability. We're gonna lower the leg down. We're opening our leg out to the side to circle around and back up. Think like a half moon capital D shape with this leg. That right hip, you guys, needs to stay heavy onto the carriage. If it feels like it's lifting up, you need to make these circles a little smaller. 3 more. And then last one, down, around and up. Now when we come up, we're gonna pause, we're gonna reverse. So now we open our leg out, press it down and around, and then we're hinging to come back up and hinge. Again, that movement comes right from the head of the femur and that hip socket. These should be a little more challenging. We should really feel those adductors working to bring our legs back together. Let's do 2 and 1. All right, then once we come up, pause, right foot down, either on the floor, the wooden platform, and the foot bar. Pull that stretch, low back can be flat, give our hamstrings a quick stretch. All right, then let's open our leg out to the side. Give our adductors a stretch here. And then let's go across the body. Again, I'm gonna bend my knee and press my leg down just to get into the outside of my leg and my glute a little more. You guys can have a straight leg, a bent knee, up to you. All right, then that leg is gonna go back up. We're gonna take that strap off of our foot, hang it back up onto the peg. We can sit off to the sides. I hope you guys enjoyed that strength and stretch class. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You guys can leave me those super thanks. And then again, if you want those videos on Friday, you guys will just need to join my membership. It is $4.99 a month for those 4 videos. Thanks, guys.